What happened, sir?
Nothing. Okay. One session was over. Now this.
Shall I continue?
So now I welcome to all of you in session of our platform. Let's speak in English. And we are going to start with Sheila because she could not.
Yes.
Then after and
Hello.
yeah, Sheila.
Sir, there is a noise in Zoom meeting actually. Hello.
Now you can continue. Okay, I will control this whole thing.
Okay. Okay. Sir, shall I continue?
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, I'm telling about historical place Shaniwar Wada in Pune. Actually, Shaniwar Wada, it was named Shaniwar Wada from Marathi word Shaniwar. Shaniwar means Saturday, and Wada means a general term for any residence complex. Teak was imported from the jungle of Junnar. Stone was brought from the nearby quarries Chinswad, and lime mineral. Lime means mineral was bought from the lime belts of Jejuri. Shaniwar Wada was completed in 1732 at a total cost of 16,110 rupees, a very large sum at that time. Now I'm telling about the main door. The name of that door is Dilli Darwaza. Actually, the Dilli Darwaza is the main gate of the complex, and that gate faces north towards Delhi. Chhatrapati Shahu, he is the king of that time. He is the king. That time, Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj is the king of Maharashtra. He said that uh, Chhatrapati Shahu is said to have considered the north-facing fort a sign of Bajirao's ambitions against the Mughal Empire, and suggested that the main gate should be made Chhatichi Matichi Nahi. It means actually this is a Marathi proverb phrase. Meaning of that Marathi phrase is the chests of brave soldier not made by mud. That's all, sir.
Oh, excellent. Really,
Hello.
really. So you all have given us the useful knowledge about Shaniwar Wada and Baji Rao, then Mastani. We all watched the movie. We have seen, but we didn't know this whole thing. So thank you very much for sharing this type of knowledge. And now I would like to
Thank
go
you,
to
sir.
Ranjana Goswami and Pankaj Udaipur because Udaipur is also a very historical place, so we must go there. Ranjana Goswami.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Thank you for giving me that opportunity. So, sir, sir, recently I visited Hawa Mahal. Actually, my cousin sister is studying in Manipal University in Jaipur. So, sir, my family went there for a short vacation. Mm, mm, as I as I already heard about Hawa Mahal, it is very captivating. So, sir, so I was very keen on to see it. Sir, I said to my sister, let's go to see Hawa Mahal. So, sir, Hawa Mahal is a place in Jaipur, India, made with red and pink sandstone. And Hawa Mahal is famous for its window, which enable free circulation of air within the structure. The structure was built by Maharaja Savai Pratap Singh And sir, Hawa Mahal has 953 small windows. It allows to cool air. When we reach at the top, we can see Jantar Mantar city, place, fort, and sir, it was very captivated. And when we look that mahal from outside, it look like honeycomb structure. And sir, the original intent of the lattice design was to allow royal ladies to observe everyday life and festivals celebrated in the street. So, sir, there were so many stairs. As I already visited so many places, we got tired. But we leave no stone unturned for finding the right place to clicking picture. And we took so many pictures, and we also took picture with foreign, and they were very warm and friendly in nature. Sir, yeah, I recommended that those people who have not visited there should visit. That place is very stunning.
Okay, that's good. That's all.
Yes, sir, that's all.
Though Ranjana is from Uttar Pradesh, she has described Hawa Mahal of Rajasthan, which is situated in Jaipur. And I have also visited Hawa Mahal twice in my life, 3 times.
So,
Okay, so now Pankaj Udaipur, and after that 15741 DA3. Madam,
Hello.
yes. Yeah, Pankaj Udaipur, now this is your turn. And after
Okay.
that,
Good
Madam
evening.
1574. Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, sir. Good evening, all. Today's topic is very interesting topic because it's about our history. So, if I'm talking about India's history, Rajasthan and I can say Mewar are playing a big role. Okay. So recently I visited before some time at Chittorgarh Fort. You all heard about by Mr. Kayur, I think, if I'm not wrong. Kayur described about Chittorgarh Fort, right? So he gave lots of information about Chittorgarh. But I want to add something more in that. The Chittor Fort, it is the largest fort in our India, right? And it is a UNESCO World Site. It is also a UNESCO World Site, World Heritage Site. Uh, and if you know and if you heard about Mewar, if presently I can explain, Mewar means the 75% of Rajasthan, right? So the fort was the capital of Mewar, known as capital of Mewar also. So in present time, it is located at Chittor town, and a special thing of that fort is it spreads over a hill of 180-meter height, and it spread over 280 hectare area. Okay, there is a stump. It is also known as Victory Tower. It's a type of tower. It's very tall. It was constructed by the king Rana Kumbha, and the mighty tower was constructed between 1458 to 1488. It will take lots of time to construct, and at the last about this tower. By this tower, we can uh, show entire city of Chittor, and Chittor city also viewed by the tower. That's also.
Okay, so wonderful. Once again, we have got chance to know about Chittorgarh. So we have added our knowledge about
Yeah.
Chittorgarh. And now I would like to go to Madam 1574. Please, I don't know your name. That's why I have to say like that. And after that, Narendra Gujarat, be ready, and Ramesh Kalal, be ready. Yes, madam. Now this is your turn. Hello, madam. You are using your mobile name like that 1574A1 DA3. Hello. Hello, madam.
Yes, unmute first.
Yes. So please unmute your audio, please. Turn on your audio. Yes, we have already tested. Yes.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you. Hello, sir. Good evening. And hi, all of you. Very good evening. I am here for first time, and today I am going to tell you about the fort. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello. Okay, okay.
Okay, madam. Are you from
So,
Bharuch?
Bharuch. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's all.
From Bharuch.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity. As per our today's topic, I'm going to tell you about the fort called Upperkot, which the fort is located in Junagadh city of Gujarat. This fort has a very long and illustrious history. As history says, the fort has built by Chandragupta Maurya in 319 BC. It's about 2300 years old. The entrance of the fort is really quite impressive, and into the fort, as we entered into the fort, on the left there is a mosque named Jama Masjid, and you will be wondered, but the mosque has 140 pillars holding up the ceilings of the that mosque, and there are so many caves, even Buddhist caves, Baba caves, and so many other also. There is an interesting well called Adikadi Wow. Wow means well. The well is very huge and very interesting place. It is. It has much uh, glory, beauty, and there is surrounding wells. There is 170 steps are there to go on down. But currently, government has banned on the because it is defective. It is broken down, so government not allowed to go inside there. And other thing is there is you can see common more than 50. There is so many cannons are there, and cannons have their names. Manek cave cannon and Neelam cannon. It calls top, Neelam top and Manek top. There is one cannon is so huge, 15 feet huge, which is located on the ground. And my words are falling short because it is to narrate this the beauty of this sport and have very nice place, and really thanks a lot for an opportunity. That's also.
Okay, really, I must appreciate your effort. Though it was your first time you have come on this platform, and you have prepared a well. Really, we can see you have prepared a lot. That's why you have given a lot of information about the fort of Upperkot,
Thank you, sir.
which is situated in
Thank you so
Junagadh.
much.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So next is Ramesh Kalal, means Mimansha, and after that Narendra be ready.
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Can you hear my voice?
yeah.
Today I describe Taj Mahal, Last time I visited the Taj Mahal. It is such a nice place, and it is a very beautiful place, and it it is the one of the seven wonders in most beautiful place. I visited Taj Mahal with my family, and I enjoy a lot in the Taj Mahal, and I click some photos and some selfies and some videos. It is a very good place, and Taj Mahal was built by Emperor Shah Jahan, and in the memory of his wife Mumtaz. It is a very very beautiful place, and it looks beautiful in moonlight. It is an example of love and peace of art. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so in the short and sweet, she has explained the Taj Mahal, the seven wonders of the world. And now Narendra from Gujarat, and then Jiten Kalal. Yes, Jiten Kalal be ready after that. And Anup Daily be ready.
Yes, thank you very much and very good evening. Yes, today I'm sharing my visit to Rani Ki Vav. That is Queen's Stepwell, you can say. It is situated at Patan, Gujarat, at the bank of river at Saraswati, and the construction was completed by Rani Queen Udayamati ji. And yes, it is also the symbol of love, we can say, and it was constructed in the memory of his husband, Bhimdev Solanki first. And the construction is very beautiful, and it is so deep. When I see it for the first time, I was just shocked. What is this? And it's such a beautiful place I visited ever. And it is about seven. You can imagine the seventh tall building inside the ground. It is such that deep, and there are seven galleries in the wall. And I went there in summertime, and I feel that very cool air whenever I go on and down in deep level. I feel so cool air. It's like AC, and I feel so fresh air. And there are thousands plus, I can say, sculptures of different godas, different religious mythological sculptures are there, like the Dashavta, Vishnuji, uh, and some Apsaras sculptures. And it is also the UNESCO's heritage site in India. It is also famous as cleanest place of it. So yes, that's all. Thank you.
So really, Ranki Vav is such a nice place. So I recommend you come to Gujarat
Yes.
and visit Rani Ki Vav, step wells of Queen Udaymati. And next, who is next? I have forgotten name. Anu Deli? Sorry, Jiten Kalal. So we have same surname and Anu
Yes.
Deli. Anu Deli then. Jiten Kalal, is it here?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi. This is Jitan Kalal from Vijayanagar, Gujarat. I'm going to speak about the Polo Forest. I visited it just 2 months ago. First time I went there when I was in standard 8 by walking with the student of my class and teachers. It is just 15 kilometers away from my home. You can find that I speak about Polo Forest. It is just a forest. No, it is not just a forest. It is not just a forest. It is a historical place too. You combined with the natural beauty. Prakash sir already made a video on this topic just 2 days ago. The forest has ruins of several Hindu and Jain temples established by the Pratihar kings in 15th century. The temples are beautiful carved. In forest, there are more than 450 species of medical plants, around 75 of birds, 30 of mammals, and 32 of reptiles. One of the best thing about the place is there is no mobile network, so you can fully enjoy yourself with your family members and your friends.
Yeah.
I suggest all of you to Google the Polo Forest and most welcome to visit it. Thank you very much.
Okay, so that's my birthplace, my dear friends. That the Polo Forest, just close to Polo Forest. That's my birthplace. I grew up there. I brought up there, and I explored these all jungles, rivers, and mountains. So how can I forget my golden days? That's why I went to my village just last week, and I spent my 2 days there, and I made a video. So thank you very much, Jitin Kalal, for sharing these all things. And now let's go to Delhi. Anuj, Delhi.
Thank you very much, sir. As you know, I live in Delhi, so I would like to share my experience. The last time I visited that place is historical place is Red Fort in Delhi, and I would like to start with very small information about the Red Fort. It is constructed by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan, and the duration was uh, when it was constructed in April 1648. Uh, yes, it was 1648, and it took 10 years almost to complete that structure, and it has also served as it has served the main residence of the Mughal emperor. The architecture style was architecture style of Red Fort is Indo-Islamic architecture, and we all know that our Prime Minister every year he came on 15 August to raise the flag, and when I visited that place, so uh, I would like to share my experience how entered in that fort, and but whatever I saw so when I entered in a red fort, inside the red fort, there is some stairs uh, which were protected by the army officers. It is restricted area because uh, our prime minister goes to raise the flag, and when we pass through from there, there is a small market which is constructed for uh, the uh, ladies or because we can say the queen visited there for at their time to do the shopping, and after that there is a long corridor which connected to Diwane Alam. It's the audience hall, uh, which is a there is a long distance between them. Uh, and when I started walking there, there is when I pass through, there is a left side. There is a small museum, and I saw there some small some small things about our Rashtrapita Mahatma Gandhi. There's some pictures and some clothes about our freedom fighter. I saw there, and after that I visited. I wanted to visit Mumtaz Mahal, which is a archaeological museum, but it was under constructed, so I could not visit it. But they have shifted that the all the what we say uh, the uh, artilleries or whatever the swords uh, available at that time, they had shifted, so I visited there another place. uh, there were many things about Marathas and Mughals swords and whatever they use during their when they go to fight with other king. And there is also one thing. There is a Hira Mahal which is constructed by a white marble. Uh, it was also uh, uh, under constructed, so I could not go entered inside the Hira Mahal, but it was very beautiful. But one thing I would like to share, when I visited, I wanted to get a feedback from the person working there, like a gardener. So he told me that when a person come there, he never visited again, because there is a very few things available which people come and watch. So that was the negative point about the Red Fort. But overall, it was a great experience for me. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so I think if you are all planning to visit Red Fort, then you don't need any guide because you have already got all informations about that. So thank you very much, Anuj, for sharing this. And let's go to Maharashtra. Kiran, Maharashtra. Then Abhishek Tripathi, be ready.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Yeah. Sir, I'm describing the vocabulary, which personality-related vocabulary.
So you don't want to describe the historical place?
Sir, I'm not prepared for that.
It's okay, no problem.
Okay. Sir, my first word is wise. The word wise is a word which shows the person has knowledge. My second word is brave. Hello.
Yeah, carry on.
My second word is a brave. Brave word is used for the people who not afraid of anything. So my third word is anxious. Anxious is a word which is used for people who worries a lot. My next word is introvert. People who is very shy in nature. So we use the word introvert for that. Sir, my next word is atheist, which means the person who is not believing in God, atheist. Sir, my next word is a veteran. Veteran is a word used for a experienced person, like a veteran doctor, veteran teachers. Sir, my next word is insolvent. This word is used for a person who not pay a debate, like Vijay Mallya and all. We call them as a insolvent. Sir, my next word is a orator, means the person who is a very proficient speaker, public speaker like you. And sir, my next word is extravagant, which is used for the person who waste their money too much. And so my last word is misogynist. The word is used for the hater of woman. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so Kiran has covered our rest of topic, which we did not cover, but he has covered. So thank you very much, Kiran, for covering this topic and giving us some important words for describing personality. So now, Abhishek Tripathi, I know that some friends have not got chance.
Yeah.
But I'm
Hello.
my level best. Yes, Abhishek Tripathi.
Can I speak?
Yeah.
Sir, first of all, thanks for giving me this opportunity. Sir, actually, my name is Abhishek Tripathi and I'm from Uttar Pradesh. And last time I visited to Agra, Taj Mahal. So there I had faced a lot of crowd. Actually, I went to I went there from Monday, so that's why I will face a lot of crowd. So I was in hurry. So there I I didn't see all things, but yeah, actually this is a very famous place, and this is absolutely very beautiful place, and there are white marble I saw. And sir, if I talk about the history of Taj Mahal, so uh, the Taj Mahal is commissioned by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in 1632 to memory of his wife Mumtaz, and uh, architect by Ustad Ahmad Lahori. Uh, this is a very beautiful place. Thank you. Actually, I am weak in English, so
No problem, no problem. We all are here to practice our English, okay? So, Abhishek Tripathi, don't say this word we are weak.
yeah.
We all are here to
So
improve. our
actually,
English,
sir,
okay?
I don't have much idea of explanation, but I am here first time, so I give my best, and next time I prepare to myself. Okay.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Thank you, sir.
Very good. So, just keep coming on this platform, okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, may I speak, sir?
Okay, yes, I'm coming, Sagar Patil, then Papia be ready. I know that Nageshwar Rao has not got a chance, but don't worry. Okay, now, yes, Sagar Patil, then Papia Tripura.
Yes, sir. I recently visited Aurangabad, which is a Bibika Maqbara, means the tomb of the lady, which is built by Aurangzeb, son of the Shah Jahan in 1660, which is for a remember of Banu Begum, his wife, in 1660. Actually, in 1657, Banu Begum gave a birth to his fifth child, who is Muhammad Akbar, who is a great Mughal emperor. And in 1657 only, she had suffered from some fever, and she died. For her memory, her husband Aurangzeb built Bibika Maqbara, which is a great building there, and which is also called Taj of the Deccan, because it resembles the same as Taj Mahal. And this the Bibika Maqbara, actually we have visited there in night, so that we couldn't see the beauty of that structure fully. Actually, we should have visited in the daytime, but due to some problems we had, we had to some trekking there. We had faced some problems, so eventually we visited there at night. Still, we have enjoyed a lot with my friends. Actually, that was the place where I visited with my friends last and we have seen that building very nicely. And in the center of the building, there is two tombs of Aurangzeb and his wife. Actually, a lot of the people were thrown money over there. And actually, one of the jokes was just I seen there. Uh, some of people were thrown their ATMs there. Actually, at that time, ATM cards were replaced with a chip memory, so that people thrown their ATMs with their money. And this is I visited and I observed there. This is I have the still a lot of memories with them.
Okay,
Thank you.
Okay. So now Sudhanshu, Papia is not here, I think. Papia has left. Okay, Nageshwar Rao, you have not got chance, but if we have enough time, then I will come to you, okay? Yeah, Sudhanshu.
Okay, sir, no problem.
Yeah, we are a regular customer, okay? That's why. It's
yeah, no problem, sir. It's okay, it's okay.
So yeah, next, Sudhanshu.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. Very thankful to all of you to hear everybody very patiently and very carefully. And especially thank you to you, sir, give me the opportunity to speak something on this platform. So I'm going to say something on historical topic which is related to my city. I am from Gorakhpur, which is situated in UP. I think everybody heard the name of Guru Gorakhnath Temple, which is very famous in UP. One of the most important tourist interested place is this. It is dedicated to Baba Gorakhnath. The identity and one of the most important landmark of the city in UP is this temple, which name is Guru Gorakhnath Temple. Many thousands of people every year come here for the worship. Temple is spread in many large area where many god and goddess are placed, and everybody come here to worship them. There is a pond which is a very famous pond, and some people says that when Bhim is come here in Gorakhpur, they take rest there, and due to his heavy body, this pond is made. This pond is known as Sarovar. There is a night light show is organized in this temple in every night. This light show represents some historical story related to this temple. This temple take you back in history time when Baba Baba Gorakhnath come to here for the worship of Lourdes, which his name is Jwala Devi. Baba Guru Gorakhnath come here to worship for goddess Jwala Devi. He start his daily ritual practice here. Guru Gorakhnath temple represent the solid foundation of Sanatan Dharma in our country. Many tourists come here to visit and worship every year. On the occasion of Makar Sankranti, thousands and thousands people are come here for worship and have a uh, have a worship look of Guru Gorakhnath and take a bless of him. In this festival Makar Sankranti, the king of Nepal palace firstly worship and then start this festival.
Okay, Sudhanshu, excuse me. We have less than 1 minute, and dear friends, Rahul Patel has not got chance. Nageshwar and Subham, these three speakers have not got chance today to speak. So I'm really sorry for that. I did my level best to give the chance to each and every speaker, but I fought a losing battle to do that thing. But I promise you,
No.
one day we will start our program with you. Okay.
Sir, tomorrow is my first chance, sir.